Right here, you're looking at Kathy Griffin's Twitter account. She's got about 2 million followers, and she's a comedian. She's not very funny, and she is also on the side of Amber Heard. So, let's take a look at some tweets of hers, and you guys can let me know what you think, because there's one tweet I can't quite answer. Here we go. And by the way, she follows Amber Heard, and I always like to say, following somebody is social proof. It's kind of a compliment, because people check who famous people follow. So of course, she follows Amber. She also follows Mark Hamill, probably because they both hate Donald Trump. That's a story for another day, but I never like when people get very political on Twitter or social media. So, one more little point against Kathy. This is the main tweet that a lot of people took issues with. She says, "Ladies, looking for some gratitude in the middle of a pandemic? At least this hot mess isn't going to pummel your face today. Cue the shadow fan accounts." With some smiley faces laughing, the cracking up emoji, and women supporting women. Now, Kathy, I guess, doesn't know, or she forgot, that Amber Heard actually got arrested for abusing a woman in 2009. So women supporting women wouldn't work so good when you're talking about Amber Heard. But I think, judging by a lot of Griffin's other tweets, she's just very political. And people these days who are into cancel culture and woke media and things take the side of people based on gender and skin color and things like that, and they don't follow the side of evidence and logic. So Kathy Griffin seems like one of those people. Then she calls the Justice for Johnny crowd a smear campaign. So I don't know the full definition of smear campaign, but I'm thinking it's something that's organized. You've got a leader and you have a goal to smear somebody else. What's happening with the Johnny movement, and I know firsthand because I got into it very late, is it's naturally happening. People are defending Johnny Depp, who they find to be a stand-up guy, and basically good guy all around, based on his history, based on the things people have said about him over the decades and recently, with very, very little that's negative. So she says, "Nope, smear campaign. Lots of Depp stands hard at work. If you look up his history with women, it's very well documented." Keep that in mind, very well documented. When he was with Kate Moss, they were kicked out of the Pierre Hotel in New York City because they were fighting. I doubt Kate Moss won that one. So what happened was, Johnny trashed the hotel room, from what I understand, and I've gone through this before, and that's actually pretty normal. I think I've trashed one or two in my lifetime, and for somebody who's a rock star, basically, and an actor, you're going to once in a while trash a hotel room. So also, Kate Moss never complained. There was no lawsuit. There was no accusation of anything. He just trashed the room. She was there. That's about it. So that one incident about Johnny trashing a hotel room is a history. I'd say that's the shittiest use of history I've ever seen in my life. And Kathy Griffin also reminds me of Skeletor from Masters of the Universe, if you guys happen to know the show. I mean, the color palette's pretty much the same. They're both kind of old. Just saying, it's a fact. This one here I borrowed from Nerdette's Newsstand. You guys know her. She'll be linked down below. She's given me a shout out once or twice, so thank you, Tristan. And this one says, and this is the one that I need you ladies to answer for me because I can't totally do it. "I do believe there's a video that Johnny took of her abusing the hell out of him. And then Kathy Griffin says, 'Don't go down this rabbit hole, Lisa.' I mean, we're supposed to believe that there's zillions of people around the world that still think Depp is the hot guy from Jump Street? Please. Guys who defend him have an agenda. Women who defend him are not sisters." For me personally, Johnny Depp still looks really good for 57. I don't know, who's hot, who's not. I don't know why, Johnny Depp would be hotter than Leonardo DiCaprio or why DiCaprio would be hotter than Brad Pitt. I'm not a girl, so you guys could let me know about that one. But, to just attack Johnny's looks when you look like Skeletor and you're basically falling apart at the seams and getting older and older by the day seems pretty shallow to me. So that doesn't really make me like Griffin anymore or want to be nice to her. If she came out with logic, things like that, well, I think Amber's telling the truth because of this, and then give her own evidence. Or I think Amber's telling the truth because of so-and-so, but she can't. So she attacks Johnny's looks, she attacks Johnny's fans, so seems like she's just terrible. And I'll tell you guys something else. Says she's got 2.1 million followers. That's a pretty good number. But her tweets don't really get so much attention. This one's got 38 likes. Wow. This one here has 7 likes. The person above her has 220 likes who's defending Johnny. She does have quite a few retweets and comments, but the comments, I'm going to guess, are defending Johnny and telling her to shut up. Not like, oh yeah, Kathy, you're right. Let's not say Johnny Depp is a hot guy or blah, blah, blah. You get my point. So the thing is, a lot of people on Twitter will follow famous people without the intention of caring what they say or actually reading their tweets. They just kind of follow them, like collecting them. So she's probably got like 1 million people following her who are just kind of there because she's Kathy Griffin and they're just following famous people on Twitter and they're not actually fans. So the way her Twitter account's functioning is it doesn't really seem like she actually has like 2.1 million followers because I forgot about this woman totally until it just came up today. So she's pretty much, for me, a nobody. As you could tell, I'm a little irritated because I think she's coming out on Amber's side just because Amber's a woman and no other reason, and she hasn't presented in a tweet or anything else any other reason to be on Amber's side. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think down below. Doing shout-outs, special thanks. Once again, thanks to Tristan for clipping this one out. There might be more missing, but this is what I got for now. If you're new here, consider subscribing. Doing Johnny Depp for Amber Heard, obviously. Some pop culture, even some Star Wars when something comes up. If you don't subscribe, well, I'll be pretty sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.
Central Parkway in